Most people think they know the Linux ls command, but they're only using about 10% of what it can actually do. If you're just typing ls and calling it a day, you're missing out on some powerful flags that can completely change how you navigate and understand your system. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the ls command from the basics all the way to the flags you'll actually use in the real world. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I focus on IT, Linux, and real-world tech skills that actually matter on the job. Today, we're breaking down one of the most used commands of all time in the Linux world, the ls command. Simple on the surface, but there's a lot more going on under the hood. Let's get into it. At its core, the ls command just lists files and directories. If I run ls, you'll see everything in the current directory. That's it, simple. But the real power comes from combining ls with flags that change how that data is displayed. Let's start with some basics you should always know. ls-l. This gives you the long listing format, file permissions, number of links, owner, group, file size, and timestamp. This is already way more useful than plain ls. Next, ls-a. This shows hidden files. Anything that starts with a dot, like .bashrc, will not show up unless you use -a. And honestly, if you're doing real Linux work, you should almost always be aware of hidden files. Now here's where things get more practical. You can combine flags like this, ls-la. This gives you long format, hidden files, and it's probably one of the most commonly used combinations you will see. You can also add ls-lah. The -h flag makes file sizes human readable. So instead of seeing something like 4096 bytes, you'll see 4K. Much easier to read. Now let's go through some flags that are actually useful in real world scenarios. ls-lt. This sorts files by modification time, newest first. Super useful when you're troubleshooting or trying to find recent changes. Then there's the ls-l capital S command. This sorts by file size. If you're trying to find large files quickly, this is the move. Then there's the ls-R command. This lists files recursively. So instead of just the current directory, it goes through everything underneath it. Be careful though, this can get messy fast in large directories. Then there's the ls-d*//, but it shows only directories. Great when you're trying to filter out files and just focus on folder structure. In reality, you're not going to use just one flag. You'll combine them depending on what you need. For example, take the ls-lah command. This is probably one of the most practical commands. Shows everything, easy to read sizes, in full detail. Or you can use the ls-lt command when you care about time and recent changes. The key is understanding what each flag does so you can build what you need on the fly. And here's a quick pro tip. You can alias your most used ls commands in your shell configuration. So for example, in your bashrc or zshrc, use alias ll equals ls-lah. Now instead of typing the full command every time, you just type "L" and boom, much faster. And this is something you'll see all the time in real environments. That is the ls command. Simple, but extremely powerful once you know how to use it properly. If you're getting into Linux or working in IT, mastering commands like this will save you a ton of time. If you found this helpful, drop a like and consider subscribing. I'll be putting out more content like this to help you level up your skills. And I'll catch you in the next one.